I think Gege's gimmick when writing characters of Jujutsu Kaisen is based on how much he can torture the fandom by giving us tragic characters. This might be his king. Long list of tragic characters in Jujutsu Kaisen, but the one I want to focus on today is Mai, especially after the Zenin clan massacre has aired on Crunchyroll and everyone's side character. When first introduced to Mai Zenin, she really had a deep hatred for her big sister Maki, and we really couldn't understand her reasoning. Leading up to their fight, we started to see flashbacks of Mai and Maki's upbringing in the very misogynistic Zenin clan. They were able to piece together the bigger picture on why Mai really doesn't like her sister. At 42, we see Mai taking a sneak peek and listening on the conversation of the rest of the Zenin clan members.
One of them can't even see curses, much less use techniques. I couldn't bear to see an eldest son as a lowly servant.
Jutsu society, twins are viewed as a bad omen, which is kind of ironic because Sukuna himself was a twin, and his twin soul was taken by Kenjaku and basically made into Yuji's father. When you have twins and they are sorcerers, there's a possibility that the curse energy and curse techniques will be split between the twins because sorcery only views them as one being, not two separate beings.
Because Jujutsu views identical twins as the same individual. You are me, and I am you.
Ironically, for Sukuna, he ate his twin within his mother's belly or womb because he was hungry. He never had to face this factor. So when you look at Mai and Maki, they didn't eat each other inside the womb and they were born. And in the logic of sorcery, they're viewed as one being, not two separate. That's why Maki had 0 to no curse energy, heavenly restriction, and Mai had construction. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's dive back into the flashbacks of Maki and Mai. Flashbacks of chapter 42 further dived into the dynamics between Maki and Mai. Mai was able to see cursed spirits and she was afraid. Maki couldn't see cursed spirits, so she wasn't afraid. So she kind of took on the role of the brave big sister because she wasn't dealing with what Mai was seeing all the time. So she was able to be ignorant, but also brave for her little sister. So Mai became dependent on Maki's bravery. Eventually turned into hate because in that very panel, you see Mai saying, "You were always so carefree. I hated it. You just kept moving forward fearlessly into the future." And we finally see the final nail in the coffin for Maki and Mai's relationship, which is going to be very important when we get to the end of the video and I explain what Mai already knew about her sister and how their conclusion would be within the series. Maki says she's leaving the clan and she's coming back to become the head of the Zenin clan. Obito basically tells Maki, "I'm gonna make your life way harder, Mai's life too," and Maki was like, Mai has nothing to do with this, but because Maki wanted to become a sorcerer, it forced Mai to become a sorcerer.
Well, what now? Is this settled then?
Why did you leave the clan?
You joined Jujutsu High too!
Wrong! I never wanted to be a Jujutsu sorcerer!
And Mai was always afraid of cursed spirits. She didn't want to, but because of the bravery and the stubbornness of her sister, and she knew her sister was going to continuously move on forward fearlessly, it forced Mai to be placed in this situation. And we already know Naruto was interfering with Maki's life in Jujutsu society. It was confirmed by Gojo. He was making her life harder, making it hard for her to rank up. You know, a woman should always walk behind a Zenin clan member. But see, we end chapter 42 with a final statement from Mai after losing to Maki, which confirmed the tragedy within her sisterhood with Maki. After Mai is defeated by Maki, we learn more and more on why Mai hates Maki, and it's basically what I stated before if you've been paying attention. They're polar opposites when it comes to character. Mai asks a question: "Did you leave? I never wanted to be a Jujutsu sorcerer. It's all your fault. Always trying your hardest, forcing me to do the same. All this effort, pain, fear, I've had enough. What's so bad about being a servant? What's wrong with doing chores and living a normal life? Why didn't you fall down that hole with me?" Maki responds, "If I'd done that, I would have hated myself, and it's as simple as that. Sorry." We get another flashback. "Big sis, don't let go, okay? I won't, promise." She's again, "Promise me that you won't leave me behind. Of course, we're sisters, right?" And Mai calls her a liar, saying, "I hate you." You watched my Zenin clan misogyny video, you could understand why Mai wanted to be a servant and fall down that hole. She was scared. She didn't want to fight cursed spirits, and the easiest route in life was to be a servant to the Zenin clan male members. Keyword servant. That just shows you the misogyny that's within that clan. She'll rather do chores, clean, look after the men, than actually go out and achieve her own goals. But Maki is the polar opposite. Because she was ignorant to the fear of cursed spirits, not so ignorant, she just didn't see them, and she didn't have fear until she got the glasses to see cursed spirits. She was able to keep moving forward, developing that attitude that she can achieve anything she wants. And she wanted to remove herself from the Zenin clan household, come back and make the Zenin clan an acceptable place for Mai.
I'll obliterate the Zenin clan from within. I'll show them that you don't need to see curses to be a great sorcerer.
So I know you guys are thinking, so why does Mai hate Maki for attempting to become a strong sorcerer to come back and make a better life for her? This is where Mai's character takes a tragic turn. This is where the answer to this question gets so dark you actually sit back and think like, dang, she will never achieve it. And even if Maki achieves this power, Mai will be dead. Meaning all Mai wants is her sister. She doesn't care about Jujutsu Society. She doesn't care about misogyny of the Zenin clan. She just wants her older sister. But there's no perfect world with Maki being a go-getter where Mai will be able to exist. She had to accept that one day she was going to have to make her sister stronger, and that prophecy came true in the Zenin massacre arc, the perfect preparation. Their Ogi cuts down Mai and Maki, and the cursed spirits surrounding them are starting to close in to have their lunch. Mai says a statement, everything that took place in chapter 42, the Shibuya incident, up to the perfect preparation arc all together, and she said, I knew this was going to happen one day. And then they embark into the afterlife. In the afterlife, Mai and Maki have a conversation where Mai basically explains that she knew as long as she was alive that Maki will never be able to ascend to her higher power of heavenly restriction, to be on the same level as Toji, that is. And that is because, like I said at the beginning of the video, in Jujutsu sorcery, twins are viewed as one person. That's why all the curse energy and curse technique went to Mai, and some of the curse energy went to Maki. Maki was never going to be able to utilize the full strength of heavenly restriction as long as Mai was alive. So Mai basically sacrificed herself so she would allow Maki to ascend to Toji's level or higher. But Mai has known this all along. She always understood this because she was the one sneaking into the conversation when they said twins are a bad omen. And I'm pretty sure from that moment as a child hearing that, she did her own research and found out the truth that as long as she's alive, Maki will never ascend. And she doesn't have the strength to continue on and keep fighting. So if she stays alive, she's only going to hold back Maki. But making the Zenin clan a better place for Mai was Maki's goal. So there was no way both of them can stay alive and both of them enjoy their goals that they want to achieve. So one had to be removed from the picture. And unfortunately, because Mai felt like she wasn't strong enough, she was scared of cursed spirits, she was done with the fear and the pain of seeing people die, similar to Geto. She chose to rather die to allow Maki to ascend, because she knows as long as her big sister's alive, she'll be able to make a better place for the new generation, which she does in JJK Modulo. This is what makes Mai one of the most tragic characters in Jujutsu Kaisen, but also one of the best written characters that a lot of people don't talk about. She had to accept from birth her role as a sorcerer and also a twin sister, the person she loved the most, Maki, that the very person she made promise to her, don't ever leave me behind. The person that she viewed as her strength continued to get strong as she continuously got weaker because of the pain of being a sorcerer was too much for her to bear. And because Maki kept on wanting to achieve her goals, she was forced along that same road. Every time she viewed Maki, her go-getter sister, the brave, stubborn, the fearless sister Maki, she saw death because she understood that Maki would never be able to reach her full potential as long as she was alive. She was hindering her sister from attempting to achieve her goal to make a better plan and a better place for Mai. But Mai could never enjoy that peace of mind. She knew she had to die. In chapter 42, the words, "Why didn't you just fall down that hole with me?" hits way harder when you understand she didn't care about being a sorcerer. She just wanted the love of her older sister. And she didn't care if they had to go through the servitude of the Zenin clan, the misogynistic ass clan. As long as she was with her sister, she would be happy. But at what cost? Because Maki would never have been happy. They were both born in a lose-lose lose-lose situation, making her tragedy even more tragic when you sit down and think about it. But that's it for the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think down in a comment. I'm out.